Hello guys, this is Syed Burhan Ahmed and hope you all are doing fine. Today, the purpose of making this video is to tell you guys about a very important issue that usually people find while doing IELTS reading test. Many of my students complain that they are not improving in IELTS reading. They are learning how to write essays. They have improved about their speaking by talking to their friends and by practicing with their colleagues. But when it comes to reading, they are still stuck at the same place. So they usually ask me why it is like that and what should they do. So first of all, whenever a candidate comes to me and asks that he or she is not improving in their reading test, so I always ask them, do you read? And 95% of the time the answer is no, we don't. Like, we don't have time, and we just practice. We It is very difficult for us to manage the time, and that's why we just practice our IELTS reading test. So that's the problem, because if you think thoroughly, and if you think a little bit more, that why they are taking this IELTS test. What is the purpose of IELTS reading? Obviously, they are checking your reading skills, they are checking your comprehension skills. And if a person is not putting their time in reading, if the person does not read, so how will he or she improve? So my point is that my suggestion is that whenever you start your reading practice, whenever you start your IELTS practice, you should allocate some time. You should have a little bit time for general reading as well. Like, try to read books, columns, articles, blogs, and newspapers, because it helps a lot. People who are an avid reader, they usually don't find it difficult to ace the IELTS reading test, and they always, like, most of the time they get 7.5, 8 minutes. So my honest suggestion is that if you are practicing for IELTS reading, you should also spare some time to read different things. Like, it will be just random reading, it will not have any questioning, it will not have any exercise in it. So you are just reading, and try to enjoy that reading, and try to read different material. Because in IELTS, specifically talking about the academic IELTS, a student find different topics, like such as related to science and researches and history. So the topic can come, a passage can come from any genre. So therefore, you should be reading all type of materials. So this is one thing. Another thing is that I want to say is, if you find it difficult to arrange the material, and if you say that no, I don't have much time, I don't have much resources, where should I go, where should I buy material? And usually it is easy, but okay, still, if you think that no, I am not able to do that, so another thing I recommend is that, at least this is the least thing you can do, is start reading IELTS reading passages, the passages which are given for in the within the test. And they are, if you will find them quite interesting, because they are taken from different reading material, from different newspapers, sometimes from books. So you will find these very interesting and appealing, and also gripping. So the point is, when you read those things, so automatically your brain will accept it. And when it comes to the reading test, when the IELTS test, your mind does not go blank. And because it is a usual thing, because you have been doing it for a long time, and your mind is ready to accept those kind of materials, so I believe it will not have an issue to do the IELTS test. You will be managing time. And one important thing is that you will start reading quickly. A very important issue that students find, that okay, I have done the whole test, I have completed my 40 questions, but now the time, when I look at the clock, when I look at the watch, it's been 1.5 hours, it's been 2 hours. So how to overcome this problem? So reading, generally reading in your spare time helps in this thing as well. Like, you will start reading quickly, and the time span starts decreasing. So when you can read, like, before your practice, before doing these things, following these things, If you are able to read 200 words in 2 minutes, so now you should be able to read 200 words in 1 minute, and with a correct comprehension as well. So this is very important. Like, I cannot force it enough, but it is very important for the people who are applying, who are practicing for their IELTS reading, that you should spare some time, like half an hour a day, 15 minutes a day, but on daily basis. Do read things, newspapers, articles, blogs, and at least the IELTS reading passages. So I believe that if you follow my advice, you will be better. You will get your desired score, and then you will be thankful to me as well. Thank you so much.